It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Preparing the Krabby Patty!
Hello everybody, that's right, Grand Prix is finally over. Oh my god, finally over. That was horrible, that event. But yes, the key is finally within reach after almost a year of waiting after Drive Syndicate. So here's the results of the Grand Prix. Like I said, there was probably no excuse for me to win it, and I thought I was in a bad position at round 5, and I was. I did really bad in round 5. I spent 1,750 tokens just to get a time that ended up getting 8th. I'm horrible. I did like a full second better in practice, and I couldn't get that, so I thought I was screwed. But then round 6, we came in hot, and we picked up a cool 3rd place, only being beaten by Doc and V12, who has a 6-star Jesco at this point. And then we just had to cruise home to round 7 just to secure the top 5 so we get that import part. We were beaten by our 2 main rivals, which were Hayes and 0K. But I was able to beat Hayes. 0K with I think he only had 2 stars throughout the whole event. Yeah, 2 stars. It looks like he actually did get to 3 stars and upgraded a little bit. But he, I think, spent pretty much nothing in terms of tokens. So congratulations to him for actually beating me. But I don't care. We got the main prize, which is the Jesco, and we got an epic import part, which will absolutely help, and 650 tokens to reimburse some of those expenses. The cutoff in my division was like 108 points. So yeah, no tiebreakers that are needed to decide anything, but I'm glad that's over. That event was hard times. Anyway, let's get into the shop. You know the usual jazz. A Cayman. Of course, it's always stuff that I need after those events. No, I had the car maxed out. Looks like we should grab a GT12 blueprint, because it's there, and I don't see that car getting used. Come on, stupid message. In terms of packs, something that happened last weekend, but I didn't point out because I don't care about these cars, is they've reduced the price of packs to 350 tokens for 5. So that's like for 10, it's 700 tokens, so it is a little bit cheaper. And then they've introduced 2 things. Why can't I move right? That was so, like, look, I'm moving the analog stick, and I can't move past the CN pack. Fix that bug, Game Loft. Anyway, there's a second Lamborghini Experience pack, which is much better than the previous one. You get the Terzo, Egoista, and Veneno, and Centenario. But I have 2 of those cars fully started up, so I'm not going to bother with that. And yeah, Lamborghini CN pack, I'm assuming it's going to be 900 tokens for a 10 pack, but there it is. It's locked behind 165 of conditions for a special event, which, let's talk about that, because that is the title of this video. So, new this weekend, the Lamborghini CN finally is releasing. And, yeah, it is basically almost exactly the same as the Veneno event, although I thought you would need gold cars, but apparently you just need the Lambos itself. Like, for instance, here's the Terzo. You don't even need to fully gold it, you just need to have it at 6 stars to get maximum blueprints, but yeah, 165 conditions was needed, so that's just barely getting past stage 8. So hopefully we can get a hold of what we can. Let me know if the audio is okay. You got a club reward to claim. Sorry if this is kind of a slow start. I may have waken up late today. But yeah, and also hopefully you guys enjoyed that little quick edit I put together last night about the Jesco queue, because that's how I feel about this. It is not a better pack, it is worse. Bad drop rate. What is it, it's only Centenario blueprints. So the SC18 is a free try, apparently. Oh yeah, I could even upgrade it right now if I wanted to. No need to do that though. Gallardo. I can check if it's free try right now. You need the car. So yeah, that is pay basically. There's some Gallardo blueprints in the club season, only 5, but yeah. Also, we're really close to a refill, so let's get on with driving. You guys have seen enough of me talking. So we got 3 knockdowns and beat a race time. Driving the CN maxed out, as you guys all remember from that horrible MP season. That was an awful season. I don't know if it was just you need 3 tries, but like the car was also really weird to drive, super buggy. Touch drive people loved it. So yeah, let me know if the game audio is glitchy. And here we go. Hopefully we can time this so that we can get a refill on our Egoista as well. How did I not get a knockdown for contact with that other guy? There we go. And yeah, I still don't like the nitro system on this car. It just seems kind of sluggish for a top tier S-Class car. But yeah, pretty neat. What they've done with this event is a lot better than I was expecting after the hell that was like the Avija and the Porsche events. I mean, this is still not going to give the car to every single person, but at least you don't have to hunt for epic import parts. I got screwed so bad on the Porsche event for that. And of course I see import parts for both the cars I needed. But yeah, it seems like something big is coming because they want the Dringer tokens. They did that first with the Jesco, and now they're encouraging that with like the Veneno and the CN and all that. So there's got to be something big in the next update for the summer. Also, we got 72 rep for that race. So, did we actually not beat the full times? Oh no, we did. That's just a second. I thought we had gotten more blueprints out of one of the events. Alright, well, let's keep going. You got to do that 108 again. You gotta read the name. Or not to read the name, read the rules. I can't speak today. Also, I'm kind of slightly out of camera position. There we go. You wasted 5k on the Lambo pack. That sucks. Yeah, it would have been better spent on like the Jesco or a better car. I like the Terzo you can get from the shop. I think the only car actually that is worthwhile is the Veneno, but it had its own pack in the last event, so you were better off, you know, a month ago. Everyone knew that car would be used in the Cian's event. Did I get 3 knockdowns? Well, we're about to crash, so here's our chance to get more. Unless they all hit the wall. Because the AI can't turn. And then look, here's your usual Asphalt top 3 AI just run off into the distance. Some more knockdowns. Let's see if I can pick off the last guy. Look at that, he's drifting and I still can't catch up with him. The AI in this game. Also, this car is maxed out, so we didn't beat that time. Looks like we're gonna get rep in like the next. We're gonna get a level up in the next couple of races. So, James, how is outside? If you're talking about what a lot of people are thinking about, I would rather keep this stream related to racing. Just personally. Just keep it on Asphalt. Will I spend tokens in the CN? I might, if I'm close. But I only plan to get it at 1 star. Alright, so we got our knockdowns. Now let's just try to get a good time again. Hopefully it doesn't refill in this race, because I want to get some Egoista MP in. But this car is also important to get a refill for. I got too close. I played too much of the event before realizing how close I was to a refill yesterday. We also got 2 car hunt rides we gotta work on. And there's that Junction Festival thing, although they actually postponed it. Top 3A, yeah. It was more prominent in Asphalt 8. Especially like if you were in the R&Ds and you were underranked. Top 3A, I would just shoot off into the distance if you crashed. It's like some rubber banding thing they got. CN and CN. Right? Okay, so we still haven't refilled yet, but it looks like we're gonna get it pretty close, so we're gonna go straight into MP for the Egoist season. So I did play a little bit, just 1 round of races last night just so I can get myself up to a little higher league. I was at 370th. Looks like we'll be able to catch up with top 100 if we get some good races, so let's get right into it. So I'm gonna do some Egoist MP. Here we go. The SC18 sound, yeah. They just reuse all the sounds in Asphalt. But Asphalt always reused sounds, especially in 8, the later stages. They like never created new sounds. I think only for a couple of cars. Like the Fenner had a unique sound. But then they would end up reusing that for other cars. No server issues. We'll say go in the next race. Also, by the way, Slipstream is on in this season. So that's always fun. We're just going to vibe and let them pass up and then do our usual. We all know this race from the Jesco. This round of the Jesco's race wasn't actually that bad, in my opinion. It was a lot less, even though the track is glitchy, it seemed like everyone made mistakes. The one in Himalayas, round 5, everyone just nailed, and I just couldn't get it right. Oh man. Everyone has this car maxed out. Boom. I knocked somebody down. And looks like he glitched into the train. That's a server issue, not a cheat or anything. Let's go. We're in the lead. Let's hold this. No floaty drifts. Picking him Lhasa. Where'd that come from? Alright, the more races we don't refill, the better. But looks like we might hit it on either the next one or the one after, which if it's the one after, that'd be perfect. Also, we're saying go in this race, so ready? Let's go. It sounds like someone's using a lightsaber. I have the fans on my computer on, but I don't know. If game audio, I didn't like do any reset HDMI or any of that, but you guys haven't really reported any issues. Factorials here. Nice hat, yeah. I've decided that ever since he announced he was leaving Ferrari, I'd be wearing the So hat for a while now on stream. Just in support for him. Because, you know, now his days are numbered as a Ferrari driver. And in F1 news, we now have a calendar for the first 8 races, which is pretty nice. Yeah, Justin mentioning Project Cars 3 got announced this week, kind of out of surprise. And to many people, some disappointment, and myself included. I'm not really excited for that game. The trailer just seemed, in my opinion, pretty tasteless. Especially like they showed like a NSX taking out a Mercedes, and not saying there's any like brand bias, but like isn't this supposed to be a sim racing game, not Need for Speed? And then you gotta remember, Codemasters acquired Slightly Mad Studios, and if you've seen the gameplay, the exclusive gameplay, it looks exactly like Grid, like the driving and all that. So something tells me that this is just a cash grab. I hope it isn't, and I hope that it is a much better game than the third thing, but I feel like this game was just shelled out just to get something out for this year. Because Grid flopped, and Dirt Rally 2 isn't selling any season passes. This guy's lagging like crazy. I shouldn't have done that, but we still won. And yeah, this is pretty intense MP. Oh my god, we still got another one, so we're able to use more races. Alright, let's keep going. You gotta read the rules, mate. And yeah, I guarantee you they're gonna announce a season pass or something like that. They did a season pass for Project Cars too. But like Dirt Rally now has 2 season passes, and half of it is just bringing back content from the first game. It's brilliant. So yeah, I think Codemasters has made some fantastic games, I'm not gonna lie. The first Dirt Rally was one of their best games in a long time. And even though the F1 games are recycled every year, they're still a pretty damn good experience. And then I think they made Cookeh way back in the day. And Cookeh was pretty fun. So they know how to make a game, but they're way too focused on monetization. Chat lag? There seems to be chat lag when you do a chat replay, but I haven't seen any of that live. .400 IQ strat. Get the lead right back. I'm doing a Verstappen in Brazil. It's kind of awkward, but let's keep going. Ooh, no barrel. I just gotta play defense. This is a hard part to defend on. Way too high. Don't hook it too far left or you go out of bounds, but looks like we picked up that win. That was crucial. Now we're in the 1200s. We're in Pro League. So awesome. I think refill? No, still close. So we can actually play around with some other cars. Open some packs. No, we spent too much on the Jesco. I spent way too much on the Jesco. Even though I ended up unlocking it, and I now have it at 4 stars. Also, the pack disappeared, which usually after Grand Prix the pack stays open for a couple days, but it's just gone now. So I can't upgrade it after the fact. Are they copying the Legend Pass in Fortnite? Yes! Everyone copies the Battle Pass. Ever since that was, well, there's been Battle Passes for longer, but Fortnite popularized it. Also, we're in the top 50 now. But we'll get that refill, so we'll be able to keep playing. But yeah. So anyway, here's the rest of the stuff. So, I didn't play any of the credit events or anything today, just because I wanted to save for a refill. We have an Ultimate Lamborghini Experience, which gives some pretty good tokens, I gotta say. But no packs or anything, so we don't need to rush to do this event. We got an Apollo ride hit along with the Shelby. We also got an A-Class Elite Cup, which I believe is the Huayra on that old track, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use that. Because, also, who drove with the Aperta? Kitsune. And it's faster than the BC, it looks like. Interesting, because I never see that car used. And it's going on its last legs here. But, here we go. Let's use the Huayra, because we'll be able to get a refill on that too. How do you farm better? You can't really farm in this game. You just have to be resilient and don't spend on frivolous stuff. As I buy Jesco packs in total overkill. No! AI screwed me over. I forgot what's the strategy for this race at the start. And it was only like 4 weeks ago that I was playing this race. Oof. Hooking it too far. But that's turned us for completion since the start screwed us over. And we've leveled up. So now at level 90. Stage 1, really? Stage 1 is easy. And it's the 10th scenario. So here we go. So yeah, obviously not good. We have 3 fuel, which we can only use 2. So let's try again. And then I'll come back to this. We also have to remember to play the Seans event. The Simpsons Hit and Run. I haven't played it as much as many people's childhoods have exposed to it, but like, I have played it a couple times before. But yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto, but with Simpsons. The Aperta Unleashed. There is no Aperta Unleashed. Unless you're talking about the Switch version, which I don't have that car on the Switch. Okay, AI, come on. When were they this bad? Just wonder if I can use a wall bang or something like that. This is kind of messy, but so far not completely bad. Probably should keep Shockwave on that ramp. Did that improve on my time, or did that actually get worse? Alex is here, so I go for the Egoista. We did improve, and we're in the top 100. And we got a minute, but I'll play some MP just to buffer out that fuel. So here we go, we'll go back into MP since we now have a refilled Egoista. Also the timing though. Here we go, let's go back to MP. $128 viewers. Not bad. Not bad. And we aren't opening packs or anything. That always draws a crowd. Your PlayStation crashed. Oof. There are 2 hackers. I do think GameLoft will remove them, but I don't know. See, there were 2 hackers in my Jesco group. There were 2 of them, and they got removed after like round 3. So I don't know if it's been the full event and they haven't done anything, but you know, they are supposed to use those 2 days for checking. Oh, I didn't even realize the peaks in this race. Oops. Okay, give me the shockwave. It's like, okay, here we go. Don't ram into me. And thanks for feeding me nitro, but wow, you make it hard to catch up. So yeah, a fake easy win there, but I still go up rating, so I don't mind. But I believe he's in P1, so I'm just feeding him points, basically. House situation in the US, it's an uncomfortable situation. How do I put this into words? It's just a very sensitive subject. Let's keep playing MP. Because can you stream snipe in Asphalt? You can. But yeah, the whole country is like really, really upset, unsurprisingly, and they should be. But it has gone to an extreme level. And I'm not trying to undermine that or anything. But, you know, it is the last week and a half has revealed some real problems. Some have been rooted in there for decades. Some even say hundreds of years, which I don't disagree on. And people want change, and there should be change. So, I hope at the end of this, our goal is achieved. And I'm not talking about my goal, but like, everyone's goal is achieved from this, and this doesn't like, just get ignored. But, it's some very tough, challenging, sensitive, and uncomfortable times to be in right now, especially when we're still in the pandemic. So I just want to make, well, not even make, because it has been, but I want to keep this stream and this community, oh my god, stupid glitches. I want to keep this community, this stream, accepting, caring, chill. Obviously, racism has no place anywhere, especially not in a video game community. And we're accepting of all people. And this is the whole Asphalt community, not just me. But no matter where you come from, what the color of your skin is, who you support, what favorite Formula 1 team you like, even if it's Mercedes, you are welcome here. You should treat each other with respect. And I just want this community, this Asphalt community, just to care for each other, to look out for each other. We shouldn't be at each other's throats. We shouldn't be discriminating. We shouldn't be doing any of this. And I'm not trying to be an activist right now. I don't want to make an empty statement either. I know a lot of influencers were doing that sort of stuff. And it doesn't mean that I don't support any of the movements. But it's an uncomfortable situation, especially someone like me who has been privileged enough to not experience many of the hardships that many people, millions, hundreds of millions, have faced over decades. When I'm just a 20-year-old playing video games in my bedroom. So, that's basically my thoughts on the whole thing. You know, I want this to be about racing. I want this to be about community. I don't, obviously no discrimination or anything hateful around here. So, please keep it back on subject. I just won this race. So, yeah. Obviously, I felt uncomfortable also, like, talking about Asphalt during all that, but, yeah. So we lost a lot of points on that previous race, but looks like I made some back. I actually didn't catch how many I lost total on that second race, but, yes. I want you guys all to know that you matter. You guys do have a voice, no matter where you come from. But please, in this stream, in this community, in this game, we respect each other. And on that subject, did you ever play Club Penguin? Yes, I did. Back in like 3rd grade, when that was popular. That was a really fun time. And then, actually, Club Penguin has been in quite a bit of drama recently because apparently there's like some child exploitation things. Of course there is. So, I only lost 9 in that race. Okay, so we still actually get a net gain. But yeah. When Club Penguin shut down, my brother and I got on this thing called Club Penguin Rewritten for one night just to experience some memories. But nowadays, I think there's a service called, I want to say it's Club Penguin Online. It might be more though. But yeah, they've been in some hot water recently. So, now credit race. I do need to play this credit race, but we're ignoring it for now. I also need to improve my time on weekly competition, which I haven't given enough attention. I am 20 years old. You know, someone knocked at my door, and I answered it, and they're like, "Are your parents home?" It's like, bro, I'm 20. And you guys still think I'm a kid. I mean, I still act like one, but... Alright, so let's go back to the Huayra. You got Asphalt 8 ads and Asphalt 9. Oof. We'll do this race, and then we'll go to Rush MP. Because, you know, we got that usual stage where we're out of fuel, and we're out of the main MP. We'll play the car hunt right when we have more fuel. I hear you. But, you know, for me to say somebody's name, you don't just like spam it in the chat. That's not how it works. Oh my god. I'm just gonna pause.
Thanks for all your contribution in this community. Slightly smiling face.
Alex, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much for that. You know, I feel wrong, almost. I feel uncomfortable accepting taking donations in this light. Just not sure. It's uncomfortable for me, but I think I've made my speech and all that. Let's continue racing. You guys are interesting, awesome community. We touched the wall, so we're losing the perfect run, but we're gonna keep Shockwave and see what this does. Nice timing. Oh, we got 1 minute point 1. I was hoping for the sub minute. Super chat's not available. Okay. So we're in the top 40 now. I don't know anything about the next update. The Arash AF10, isn't it like 38,000 tokens or something? 35,000. Yeah, and I think there's some other S-Class card that's 40,000, but it's just ridiculous. Asphalt 8 streams. I miss the glory days. Yeah. I remember when you're playing on that iPad. You still are playing on an iPad, but you're playing on like that 4:3 aspect ratio and like the medium graphics on iOS, but you're still like killing it with single tanks, and you like really took off, and you know, you're just a benchmark for everyone to set. Alex, so you've done some massive contributions to this community as well. You deserve a round of applause, but yeah. You know, I wish like Asphalt 8 could go back to its glory days and we can like, you know, have fun with it, but it's just not the same game anymore. So do you think the Jetsko will be 50,000 tokens? The Spano, yeah, for sure. No other car is 4,000 real dollars to purchase. You know, Asphalt 9 cars require tons of tokens, but you could farm tokens for free. Same thing with Asphalt 8 pretty much, although nowadays it's weird. Now you need tokens to upgrade cars, which is ridiculous. And yeah, no slipstream. So, kind of weird readjusting after the Egoist to MP. But here we go. This car is just so weird. I think I should buy some epic import parts for this car. I was just waiting to see if there'd be a car hunt for something, but then I realized I don't think they've ever car hunted this car before. But if like there's some free ones, I'd rather not spend the trade coins on this. I think the Hasari would be better to spend on. I just wrecked trying to read. Can we still win? Yeah. Pretty easy. Lamborghini Cian. I don't know. We kind of discussed this last week, but is it Sean? Is it Cian? I mean, Alex, you're Italian. Do you know how it's pronounced? Do I know how many Furies were released in real life? Not many. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the only running model of it was totaled 10 years ago or so. The Fury is still pretty solid. On that San Francisco race in City of the Bay, I believe it is the fastest car. It's just so hard to nail the racing line and all that. I do believe, though, that is the best car to use. Alright, so last week we couldn't win with the TVR, so let's try to win with the TVR. I know we're in Bronze League, but we gotta get some vengeance for last week. The McLaren Cian. Shan. It's like the Lamborghini Shan. It's Cian. The Cian. Okay. The Cian. Not to be confused with the Cadillac CN. Oh man. I hope I don't have to compensate with this little Lambo in an esports event or something. This is just the regular Rush MP season. Remember, we're trying to win with the TVR, not get second or third. Oof. We need another 300 mile per hour car, which, what could it be? The SSC Tuatara? The Hennessy Venom F5? So we're gonna get some nasty messages in about 5 minutes. Hello everybody just tuning in. And yeah, Justin just mentioned it. The Tuatara and the Hennessy Venom F5. And also we did win a race, but let's keep going since it's the TVR. I don't know. With the way Asphalt ranks cars, it could be anything at this point. Remember, okay, I'm still shocked in Asphalt 8 how they put the Camaro SS in S-Class, but moved the Koenigsegg 1 to A-Class. It's like something stupid like that. I know they're now ranking cars based on how they perform in game rather than what's logical, but come on, game loft logic. When does that ever match up? I still think it was worth investing in the Jesko though, because that car is a rocket ship. So unless we get something like the Chiron that goes as fast as the Jesko, that car is going to stay relevant. Okay, I don't want to set up OneDrive. Shut up. Alright. Let's keep going. My Grand Prix position, I'll show you. You should have watched the beginning of the stream. I'd recommend going back in time just to when I started because I put some work into it, the intro of the stream. But we got P5, which is in Tier 1, that's more than enough to secure the car. But we just squeezed into getting the Epic import part, which is really crucial for that car. My rant on the premium cars with 2014. Yeah, that's when it all started to go downhill. Although there were signs earlier, like the fuel system update, which I think I covered in that famous rant, though. I got recommended one of my own videos from like 2015 where it was about Cloud9 and Asphalt 8, and there was this like one part towards the beginning of the track where if you were too far to the right, it would just instantly wreck you. And I don't know why, but I made this funny edit. It's really like cheesy because I was only 15 years old when I made that video, but I thought it was pretty funny. But I got copyright claimed for using a troll song for some reason. Chevy Impala, yeah. Oh, thanks. So, okay, so somebody mentioned earlier about server issues, and, well, there we go. Why not go for 6 stars? Because it's way too expensive. In my opinion, you could still be really fast with 4 stars, although according to Afik, 5 stars is also really sweet. And, well, Afik's proven it in his TLE results before this Grand Prix, but yeah, Jesco can beat 6-star Chirons easily. He still didn't set up OneDrive. Nobody does. When I sent my laptop to get repairs from Costco, I backed it up to a external hard drive. I didn't go on OneDrive, because then I'd have to re-download everything, rather than just, you know, plugging it back in and copying my files over. Notice me. Okay, you guys, I see people in the chat, but, you know, sometimes it takes me a while to catch up to it because I'm, you know, racing. And you gotta read the rules, man. I don't just spit out shoutouts. Because then we'd be here all day. I almost went off the track. Pretty easy, but Rush MP is so boring. It's been over, like, what? Almost a year and a half since they brought in Rush MP for every single season. Asphalt is a joke. No kidding. Let's just use for fun the Targa. Just maxed out. We have a golden, so let's see if we can win with this car. Good. Isaac Sarah, same guy, but he spent like so much on Asphalt 8. I think he has every single decal, all cars fully upgraded. His commitment to that game is unreal. Yes, we can do Apollo Riot, but there's only 10 fuels in this game. I want to be able to cover the CN events and all that jazz. Maybe we should watch some ads to refill some fuel. This car is trash. What's my favorite part about the special event? The ending. Are you talking about the CN's event or the Jesco or just special events in general? If it's about the CN event, I do like how you don't need gold cars now. That was something that was really, really crappy in the Porsche event. And, you know, I'm glad that it's gone. What's the cutoff for Silver League? 1400? We're not too far away from that. Yeah. Start relaxing. You guys all know that. Let's use the Shelby. Even though the car on right, we're gonna waste fuel for it. Yeah. If the Jesco pack was still there, I would think about upgrading to 5 stars. But I don't think I need to spend those kind of tokens right now, especially if it looks like we're gonna get a big fat update, which might replace it. What is my dream car? I don't have it hanging up anymore. I do have a diecast of it. I'll show you guys my model of it. I don't know if I've ever shown you the diecast model I have of it, but it's the 1995 Ferrari F35 Berlinetta. My favorite car. It was one of the first cars I ever drove in Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. It's like the starting car. And yeah, what a starting car, right? A Ferrari. But yeah, that car, it really grew on me. Like before, I didn't, you know, have that much of a love for it. I loved it because it was a Ferrari, but you know, other.
Holy Testicle Tuesday.
Oh my god.
Asphalt 10? Oh no, tell me that's not true already.
Asphalt 10. I haven't heard anything about another Asphalt game, not even a spin-off. So anything you hear about it right now is just a rumor. I don't even know if Gameloft's working on another game. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the 355 Berlinetta. But yeah, that car grew on me. Before I wasn't a huge fan of it until I was like maybe 8 years old or something, and I booted up my PS1 and played with that car again. And just, even though it's, you know, not realistic, but the sounds of it and just the looks of it were beautiful. And then just looking at pictures online. And then I saw a real one when I was like 10 years old on the street. I just think that's one of the most beautiful cars ever created. And like the best 90s car. It's the car that capulates it because it got the pop-up headlights. The styling on it is so simple. So I do want to own one day. It is also relatively affordable for a Ferrari to own. Not to maintain, but my career pathway, hopefully I can be able to do that. But yeah. You spent 18,000 tokens on refills. Whoa. See, I thought I was crazy for spending 1,750. Because after 500 tokens, it went up by 250 tokens every time. What is my favorite hot dog? I'm from Chicago. It's got to be a Chicago hot dog. No ketchup. Fully loaded except for the sport peppers. I'm not a fan of that, but you know, everything. Onions, celery salt, mustard, tomatoes, relish, a poppy seed bun, steamed, Vienna beef, the Chicago standard, but no ketchup. International, people who aren't from Chicago, it's kind of like an inside joke or something, but no ketchup. So yeah, because I was saying, didn't you have like 45,000 tokens or something like that in one of your previous videos, like last week? I saw that, and now you have like 18,000 or something like that. Something much lower than before. Asphalt 10. I don't want to think about another Asphalt game. Asphalt 10. More money, please. Gameloft should, you know how like they did for the anniversary thing, they made a web version of the first Asphalt game? They should like fully re-release their old games, like on modern stuff. Especially Asphalt 5, 6, and 7. And maybe, I'm starting to think, the first version of Asphalt 8. They should re-release, just as a separate thing. Like, a dream collection would be Asphalt 4 through 8 version 1.0. Maybe even 1.1, the Great Wall update, but or maybe 1.0 with all the current cars with the normal upgrading system. That'd be a nice compromise, but yeah, they should re-release old Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 5, 6, 7 especially, and 4, because why not? But, oh, come on. Alex. It's not the Alex we all know, though. Let's go back for revenge. You just messed with the TVR. I'm like 50 miles an hour faster than you. You look going the wrong way. I can't even get revenge on him. But yeah, they should re-release that for modern platforms. But like bring it to PC or something like that. In all one collection. You could charge upfront for it. No in-app purchases. Alright, thanks for tuning in, Alex. Good to see ya. What's my favorite car in real life? So like I said, a dream car was a 355 Berlinetta. That's one of my favorite cars just in general, but I guess the more shoutouts would be, I love the Mazda 787B. That is my favorite race car of all time. But I've never seen one in person. Not to my memory. I may have seen it like an auto show when I was really young. My parents told me I saw one, and I knew what it was, but I personally don't really remember it. Maybe there was like a display or something of it, but I one day hope to see it in like a demonstration or something. I know it was at Le Mans many years ago, and they bring it to some rotary festivals every now and then, but the original one's in a factory in Japan. Obviously for preservation, but that's my favorite race car. I love every Koenigsegg Ferraris. Porsche 918 is obviously really important to me. You guys all know from this channel. It's my favorite car to drive in this game. I love Ferrari, the McLaren F1, the Ferrari F50, Diablo SV. Those are some of the very best ones. The Asphalt 6 Adrenaline trailer. Okay, when you started the game for Asphalt 5 and 6 especially, it would play like a short little video. It was like the intro. It had an intro cutscene. Intro cutscenes aren't a thing anymore. I think Gran Turismo Sport was the last game I've seen to actually do it. Well, actually no. I think Crash Team Racing Nitro Field had an intro cutscene, but that was when you started the adventure mode, not when you booted the game up. Gran Turismo Sport had it when you booted up the game. I think that's the last game that's had an actual intro cinematic, and those things haven't been a popular deal since the PS2 days. But yes, Asphalt 6 and 5 had one. They should also put the soundtracks in full quality online. I know they still have them. There are some YouTube channels that have it in a compressed quality, and it's not every song, and some of them are like, you know, the Android version and iOS versions have different pitches of the soundtrack for some reason. Also in Silver League. But they should re-release the soundtracks. Okay. Quick thing. Story time. I know I tell stories. I do nothing but tell stories on this channel when I'm doing Rush MP, but story time. So, for about 3 weeks now, I've been hunting for something on eBay. I don't know if I told you guys this, but like, yeah. I was hunting on eBay, and I won an auction for a certain item, and I'll reveal it in a second, but, yeah. And it was like for $7 in shipping, and the seller was from Gurnee, Illinois, which is really close to where I am, and, I thought, okay, that should ship pretty quickly. The seller had really good reviews. Seller never shipped it. disappeared off the face of the internet, and just never gave me the item. So I had to complain to eBay, wait for a refund process that took like days, and they told me like, oh wait, because delivery times may have been impacted. It never shipped. Seller went completely dark. So I had to get a refund, and then I had to hunt for a new auction all over again. And I did find the item in what I think is actually a little bit better condition than the first purchase, and it was cheaper. Including the shipping, it was cheaper. I scored it for like $4.30 or something like that. Which, yes, getting scammed over $7. And this one did ship, and it arrived 2 days earlier. You guys want to know what it is? Hehehe. That's right. I got the first Asphalt. I've been thinking of picking that up when the stores opened, because there's some local game shops. I wanted to pick that up because that's how I found Asphalt 2. It was in my local retro video game store. But they're not open for obvious reasons, especially right now. But I figured why not try my hand at eBay and try to pick it up in a good condition, and there it is, and it works. And wow, that game is archaic. Very archaic. It's just like a single race mode. But yeah, I got scammed for Asphalt 1, Asphalt Urban GT, but then I got it for a better price, and it's in great condition. So yeah, the only one I haven't played now is Asphalt 3, which, to my knowledge, it's only been released on N-Gage and like the really old phones. So it's really hard to find a version of that I can play it on without emulating. But yeah, Asphalt 3 is the only one I have not played yet. Try out Fortnite. What is this, 2017? Can you believe it's been 3 years since Fortnite became popular? I don't hear too much from that game, though. I've never played a round of it in my life. I've never played Asphalt 3D either, because I don't have a 3DS. I have played Asphalt Injection on the PS Vita, and I beat it 100% when I was younger. And that game was pretty good. The money making is awesome. It was like a mix between Asphalt 6 and 7, which was nice. Asphalt 2 is much better than the first one on the DS. Even though Asphalt 2 at the start was boring, but I've actually played it a little bit more since quarantine started. And it does get better when you drive the faster cars. It does get kind of repetitive though, which seems to be a common theme for many of the third-party Nintendo DS games. So someone wants to see the AMG GTS, so let's just do it. You know, thick green. I wish they had the AMG GTR in this game. The Donkervort. Buy a Nokia and download Asphalt 3. We should do it. The Battle Royale was in 2017, but they've had I think it's called Save the World, that's been in development for like ever. I haven't played CTR Nitro Field since like November, because honestly I got kind of bored. I 100%ed it over last summer and did all the time trial missions and all that. It was really fun, but then, you know, just like every nostalgia trip, you eventually burn out. And then they started adding new content, so I would play to get the new characters and play on the new tracks, but after like the season, I think the November season, it just got really stale. And even though they added some really nice characters, especially the Spyro cast, I just got bored, and I played like a couple races of the December update, and I never even played the January season. And then I don't think they make seasons for it anymore. That game is still awesome though. I would highly recommend checking it out if you've never played CTR, and even if you have, it's a really awesome recreation. What's the reason for naming it the hot dog one? Honestly, it's really stupid, but a lot of kids who name their YouTube channels name it for really dumb reasons. I'm just one of the few people who have accepted it and actually embraced it. Jeez. That's spam though. What happened to chat? Did we lose it? But I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, why is it the hot dog one? It's basically a Smosh video. When I was like 10, I watched this Smosh video called Superpowers. And one of them was like this dog, it was like, the skit was like, could you read a dog's mind? And the dog was saying like, give me the hot dog. Give me the hot dog. And I thought it sounded like hot dog. So I thought that was funny. So that's what I named my PlayStation Network account when I was 11 years old. And even though you can change it, I haven't, because I kind of like it. It's unique. And it's not like your standard Xbox Live XXX Pussy Slayer XX names, you know. And basically, I tried to roll with that, and that's why I named my Xbox character. And then for YouTube, I decided to be like really upfront and just be like the hot dog one, even though there's no meant for it, because I think that was back when you couldn't use the same names on YouTube. Like somebody had took it, so I came up with the hot dog one. That was when like Google Plus was a thing, and then they made it so that you can name your profile anything. But yeah, and I've stuck with it. The rest is history. I've had the same profile picture on my YouTube channel since I created it. That was a really horrible job done in Photoshop. Like, really horrible. I just took a standard stock photo of a Ferrari 458, put a hot dog over it, and wrote the hot dog one text under the car. It is, in a way, iconic. I should update it, but also for nostalgia reasons, I've left it up over the years. You know, I've adopted, like, my kind of new logo, which is that blue, red, yellow, green. I've had that theme since I started it, but I've obviously modernized it a little bit. I threw in Dodge flares just because I drive a dart. But yeah, I'm thinking of, I don't know, I don't want like a bland profile picture, even though what you're looking at is pretty archaic. I think it's kind of funny though. You've never tasted a hot dog. You know, despite my name, it's not my favorite food. When I was 11 years old, yeah, it was one of my favorite foods, but I'm 20, I eat real food. But I still embrace it, and don't get me wrong, I still love a good Chicago hot dog. Portillo's, or any of those local hot dog stands. You can't go wrong. If you have a Portillo's in your area, please go to it. It is one of the best places in Chicago. What is my favorite character for Nitro Field? Spyro, obviously. No question about it, Spyro. I also liked Penta Penguin, and he was in the first CTR. And Purah. Purah, Penta Penguin, and Spyro are my favorite in Nitro Field. Ashley's for toddlers. You always know you're in the right place when you see it. That's true. That's the thing. For consistency's sake, for old time's sake, I've kept it up there. And I don't really have plans to change it, even though it would be nice to have a more modernized logo. Like, if I had an anime transformation, I'm waiting for that game loft still since December. I might change it like how Alex does it, but you know, just waiting for the day. Game off, give me an anime transformation, please. Yeah, the original CTR as a kid was one of my favorite games ever on the PS1. It was, for a long time, the only Crash Bandicoot game I'd ever played. Until the PS2 era. I eventually picked up Crash 1, and then I played Crash 2 and 3 through the remastered Insane trilogy. And I have an emulator that has Crash 2 and 3 on it, but, you know, Crash 1 and CTR are the only original PS1 games I've actually played on hardware, but, and then obviously a lot of the PS2 games. Nitro Kart, Twin Sanity, Wrath of Cortex. Although I'm so angry at 10-year-old me who sold Wrath of Cortex. Because I couldn't beat it. I should do a Smash Bros. Stream. Okay. I should have done that back in April. Because I was playing... I beat World of Light. And I was trying to be really good. Because I was on the anticipation that I was going to go back to college before the end of the school year. So I was trying to actually get better and see if I could just clap my friends at the end of the year when we had a Smash tournament. But then obviously we didn't go back. And there's still questions then if we are going to go back. My school announced like changes of like, which I guess I do have to tell you guys that they are thinking about moving some classes on Saturday, which if they do that, the stream is dead. I'd still try to make it happen, but we'd have to change the schedule. Which is sad because we've been going on the same schedule for like 4 years. But yeah. But obviously we couldn't go back, so I still kept playing Smash Bros. Just to play World of Light and, you know, work on my skills. I really fell in love with Donkey Kong. I don't know, I just really liked using him, and the spikes were so fun. So I just kept using him. I'm not a DK main, but I'm kind of him. Even though he's kind of bad in Smash Bros. Like, in terms of competitive, but I'm no way a highly competitive player, but I do have Smash Bros. Ultimate. I should play it on stream. When Asphalt gets stale. I should do like a big Nintendo week or something like that, where we play like... I still haven't played Animal Crossing, but I should play that. I should play Smash Bros. Mario Kart, maybe. Yeah, I'm just in no way a god, so if you guys were expecting top tier competitive gameplay like Hungrybox or Armada, or, those are Melee players, but like, you know, Smash players, I'm not in any way near it. I'm not trash, well, in their eyes I'm trash, but here's the thing, I can totally clap some of my friends at this game, but then if I go to like Smash Club, I just get destroyed. So, that's basically where I'm at a skill level. We're playing manual, of course. Touch drive, really? I'm an Asphalt. I played Asphalt 8, of course we're doing manual. ACR. We used the ACR at the start. Isaac's a weird player in Smash Ultimate. Like, I saw this video, I think from, not Clockwork, maybe it was Clockwork, but someone who like pointed out he's the fastest character, but he's the campiest in the game because he's so vulnerable, and he can just dodge every move and wait and then punish players. Joker main, no. I don't have any of the DLC. And K-Leo, yeah, he's like crazy. Mango, Fox McCloud. Mango was pretty entertaining. I've seen compilations of him like dunking people with Marth and Falco. Crash of the Titans. I have never played it, but that is an unspeakable game that put the dagger in the franchise. I forget if Mind Over Mutant or of the Titans was the second one in that like redesign. But that is an abomination to the Crash design. Although I think it was pretty funny. Just like they still kept with like writing jokes, and they did a bunch of parodies in I think Crash of the Titans. But like they even had like a South Park style skit, which was really weird. for a kid's game, but I thought it was kind of funny. But I never played it, and the gameplay is an abomination. It's a beat 'em up, not a platformer. The Vulcan. I can't drive the Vulcan. I don't think I've driven the Vulcan in this game in like a year and a half. Or longer, maybe. This car got ignored in Asphalt 9. Which in Asphalt 8 it was used so much because it was the best car in the game for a very long time, but this game is reduced to nothing. Terry. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if there's more fighters getting revealed. I think the guy from ARMS is supposed to release this month, but I don't know about another character reveal. There's supposed to be 5 more on the way, which that's taken a very long time. The game came out in 2018, 2 years almost. Alright, so we'll do this race, and then I think we'll go back to see how much fuel we have, do the Apollo car hunt. I think we might still have one more race with the Huayra. If we do, we'll do that, and then we'll move to the Cian event. And then we'll see where we are from there. The season just started. I've only played Mortal Kombat X a couple times, back when I was still rooming with Marlon last year. I'm not very good at that game. No kidding. But yeah, the fatalities in that game are pretty funny. Super graphic too, but yeah, I've only played it a few times. But I don't own any of the games. And then it was at E3 last year, I think, Mortal Kombat. It was. So I played around with my dad there on the arcade. He just tried to knock me down and he just ate dust. Need for Speed 2012. Do you mean Most Wanted? Most Wanted 2012? That's one of my favorite games. Like, in my opinion, that's the most underrated Need for Speed game of the PS3, Xbox 360 era. That's one of my favorite games, Most Wanted 2012, because it's like Burnout Paradise, but with real licensed cars and extreme cop chases, which is really fun. Some people didn't like it because it used the Most Wanted name, but I really liked Most Wanted 2012. I liked every game Criterion has put out. The last 6. I thought, so like, there's someone from ARMS that's coming. This the franchise ARMS. So yeah, let's see how much fuel we have, because some time's passed and we've killed a lot. So we got 5. So we got enough for an Apollo run. So some people want to see that, so let's go with it. I have seen no videos on the route. This is bridge finale. Oh god. I think I kind of know the route. In fact, I think not too long ago I did a really good run with this car in this track. Or maybe it was the GTR Nismo. I think it was the GTR Nismo. It had this track as the car hunt riot. But let's just roll with it. Ooh, no back knockdown. I was expecting that. Stupid AI. Come on. Alright, so run's dead at the start. Let's keep going. Oh, I didn't mean to spin. I meant to just do a quick mini drift. Ooh. Okay, so this is a pretty nasty run, but this is the route basically. You have to be going full speed, dodge all this traffic, and collect a perfect run. and then take a good line. Obviously I needed more speed there, but yeah, this is not a good run though. Gonna be a 138. Oh no, high 137. And that is 190th. I don't think that's 1%. No, it's 5. We're playing on the PC version with an Xbox One controller. Wrong cup. The Apollo Intensa Emozione. We do have one fuel left with the Huayra, so let's do that. Grid 2019, you mean Project Cars 3? No. My favorite sport. I mean, it's a mix. As a kid, I grew up watching the Blackhawks, so hockey. I still love hockey. But nowadays I love F1. That's like my favorite sport. But we haven't had an F1 race since December, so I've been starved on that. Oof, I missed the nitro battle, but I think we still can go. Ooh, I was trying to get a barrel there, but still not bad though. There we go, sub-minute, 59.7. Not bad. Not bad. 28th position. We could still do better. I think I got like a 59.4 on the last time this cup was ran. Which, I think someone was getting a 58 with this car. Yeah, Electric Sheep got a 58.9. And then someone with the Aperto got a 58.8, which is crazy. It is 10:56 a.m. here, which we usually stream till 11:30. So let's take a look. Oh, we have a reward to claim. Hey, look, guaranteed blueprints again. Remember when they did packs for the Veneno? That backfired. But still, only one blueprint. You need like 85. Alright, so we're gonna watch some ads. I know you guys are like, but it's supporting Game Loft, but what are you gonna do? We're out of content. So let's watch some crappy ads. Start relaxing. You wanna bet? I'm gonna bet it's gonna be a mystery game. Like find something obvious. I think there was one where it's like find a cupcake. Oh, yep, same thing. Pretty much. Oh, no. This is a city builder. What even is this? Oh my god, and why is this ad so long? F1 is a sport. People equate F1 to like NASCAR, which NASCAR is still a sport, but people are like, oh, you just drive a car, I can do that. They don't realize that you're driving a car that's really, really fast, with high downforce that requires full focus, with an engine that is like 1,000 degrees behind you, in the really hot sun, outside, in like sometimes really hot environments like Brazil and Bahrain and all those really hot places. Even like when they go to Canada and the US, they go to Texas or Montreal in the summer. I know that's like one of the colder races, but you know, they always have to race in the heat. So, yeah. You have to be really, really highly conditioned. That was a scary looking cat. Oh my god, we can click out. I hate when they just like keep replaying it and you don't realize it. So we're gonna get to 6 fuels so that we can burn up the CN and drive a bit some more. But yeah, I guarantee you, if you put me in an F1 car, I couldn't drive that car for 5 laps. You ever go go-karting? Even just doing a 10-minute session outside in a go-kart is tiring. But that's just a go-kart with, like, you know, small engine, and they don't even let you do the racing karts. You just do, like, a tiny little 50cc, maybe, with detuned power. 4 fuels, so 2 more. Stuck again? Nothing seems to work. My life. Making you feel old? Oh, don't tell me. This is gonna be a find a puzzle game. It's a hidden object game. Yep. Yep, this guys, this is the cure to depression right here. Easy gameplay. Interesting story. I should be their spokesperson. Who wrote this? Seeker's notes. Oh my god, that takes a cake. Oh, here's a hidden object game. But guys, what the hell is that thing? What the hell is that? Okay. Raptor, you were in my division for the Jesco, and I think you got P9, so congratulations. You were thorn in my side on some of those events. Alright, that's over. 6 fuels, let's go with the Sion. Let's go. Shall we? Yeah, very relaxing. There we go, there's 3 knockdowns. Let's get a 4th one, because why not? Oh god, traffic. Thanks AI. You really helped me out there. Yeah. That Jesco event was really stressful. I mean, no kidding, because it's the Jesco, but that car is so hard to nail in 3 attempts. For many of the rounds, I ended up spending tokens just to... I spent tokens just to like retry official attempts so I can get a good time in. Because it was really easy to lose points. Even though I had a 4-star car, I felt pressured, and if I had lost the Jesco with 4 stars, I'd never hear the end of it. And look, top 3 just shot away. Even though we're driving a maxed out car completely, we can't catch up with these AI. Yeah, I wish we had more top speed based cars. We had like the Zenvo not too long ago, but the Zenvo isn't great. But yeah, we've had a lot of handling based cars. The Batista, the Sion, the Rimac, the Senna, the Tech Rolls, the GT2 RS. There's also this weird, like, top A's most guilty of this, but also some of the B-class cars are way too extreme to get, like the Avija and the Genti. Huge examples of that. Yeah, I would use my lunch breaks at my full-time job to play practice rounds for the Jesco. I'm so happy I don't have to do that anymore. I used to wake up at 6:45 in the morning just so I can get those practice rounds in. And I'd use my lunch break to do the same thing, and then after work, if it was day 1 I'd keep practicing, but if it was day 2 I'd make an official run. And I was really under pressure. But don't worry, I didn't miss meetings or anything for the Jesco Grand Prix, but I could have used my lunch breaks for something more productive. But in the end I got the Jesco, so I think that's all good. What was that? No barrel. Did I get all the knockdowns? I didn't even notice. Horizon 4 Asphalt 9. Horizon 4 is the much better game. Are you kidding me? Horizon 4, although nowadays it's pretty stale, I have to admit. They're adding new cars and still, but it's really repetitive now. It's got the same problem Horizon 3 had towards the end of its lifespan. Everything's too boring. The same. I did get those knockdowns. Alright, so one more race and then I think we'll do some more Rush MP just because... Ooh, Rush! But here we go. We're Racing 3 or Asphalt 9. Ugh. Racing 3 is still updated to this day, but they also have a pretty similar format. Everything's super repetitive. All these mobile games are extremely repetitive when they do updates. It's just a loop, an endless loop. Alright, another early wreck. For the top here, gonna shoot off into the distance. Never mind, I actually passed them. Pantheon split with the Jesco, by the way, still worst part of a special event in existence. I don't know. I mean, I'm playing Asphalt 9, obviously. I haven't played Real Racing 3 since, like, 2018, I want to say. I still had my Nexus 6P when we were doing that. I don't remember when I quit Real Racing 3. It's just like I just got bored of doing the same events over and over. Hey, look at that, more LP that I don't care about. This Legend Pass is almost kind of like a failure. I don't care at all for the stuff in here. There are some banana blueprints, like 2 of them, but the rest is like, eh. Some body parts, but there's packs that I've gotten just trade coins from it all. I think the only thing worthwhile is getting the 1,000,000 credits at the end when you grind it all, but you have to, you know, have all the cars available. Horizon 4 Heat. I've never played Need for Speed Heat actually. I was thinking about getting it, but I didn't. It's like it's on sale for $30 right now, but Need for Speed Payback is like $4, and that's tempting. But I feel like that game could go free any day now. And honestly, I don't care to play Payback. I don't know. For me, Need for Speed, the direction it's gone the last 3 games has not really appealed to me. I thought Most Wanted 2005 was a real Need for Speed game. When we played that on stream all the way, that was like some of the most fun I've had ever playing a game that wasn't Asphalt. And that was that summer where Asphalt 8 was pretty much dead and we were waiting for A9 to come out. Now we have A9. And I work a full-time job now, so I don't have the time to stream on weekdays. At least not in the morning. I might not feel it, but I feel tired at the end of my day, even though I work an office job at home. But I just feel mentally tired at the end of the day and don't feel like streaming anything. These days I'm just, after work I just work on my guitar playing, which I've actually still, I've practiced every single day since I started. Yeah, I know I played a couple minutes, some really bad one-note stuff. Oh, I realized this is MP. I'm like, why isn't this guy getting taken down? Oh, because it's MP. I forgot entirely what I'm playing. See, that's how boring Rush is. You don't even remember you're in an MP race versus a regular one. Alright, let's dunk on him. Just like that. Yeah, the Jesco key is, I believe, 2% at the most. It might be lower, but, you know, I'm an actuarial science major. I could do the stats on that to tell you if you had like 50 packs, how many you get. I think 35 is the max they gave though. Let's see the Alfieri. But yeah, don't expect to get the card like it was from the Cayman GT4. Favorite racing game ever? Gran Turismo 4. No question. No question. Not even a debate for me. I was thinking about making like a, one of those crappy generic top 10 racing games of all time, but for me. But I don't know. A lot of you guys wouldn't be familiar with many of the picks I have. So, many of you will, but from what they mean to me, I'd be missing out on a lot of games that you guys did grow up with, and I'd be seeing a bunch of games that not many of you have played. But I can go run through what I have in mind. And many of these games are my top favorite games of all time. But some of them are just nostalgia, and then some are because they are actually really good games. GT4 is both of that. Alright, see you, Erwin. Thanks for tuning in. The Alfieri. It is a weird car. It doesn't look like a Maserati. It looks like a concept. I think because it is a concept, but yeah. But yeah, Gran Turismo 4. It's my favorite game of all time, just outright. Just all the memories I had. I got it when I was for my 5th birthday. When I was 5 years old. That was when I played it, and I loved it the first day I played it. That wasn't a game that grew on me. I instantly loved it. I hope they release a 7th, well, technically 8th, but I hope they release another Gran Turismo for the PS5 this year. Because sport's great, and I do still actually drive around in GT Sport a little bit, just for fun. But it's not really a GT game. It's more of like a half simcade, half esports racer, even though it is mainly esports. But I'm not good enough to be like a top tier esports player. But I still like to just drive around. But I wish there was an actual career mode in that game. We need a GT7 with a fully fledged career mode. No spin. No spin. Thank you. I think he's just roaming on touch drive. So who's in first? I wasn't paying much attention. It's in the starting grid. But looks like we got an actual difficult competitive race here. We're in a 3-star GT4. So let's see if I can do anything about that. Ooh. Avoiding. I stole the podium spot though. Favorite Mario Kart? Wii. Mario Kart Wii. As much as like the mechanics are, like middle, high school, anytime someone had Mario Kart Wii, even in college, someone had Mario Kart Wii, everyone played it at a party. Like, that is the go-to Mario Kart. I think 8's really nice, and I haven't played actually much Mario Kart. I've played like 7 and DS a couple times just on a friend's DS. But Wii and 8 Deluxe are the only two I have. And I guess Super Mario Kart I've played on the Nintendo Switch online. And I had to have Mario Kart 64 in an emulator, but Wii is just... I don't know. I had the most fun as a child with that game. Both with my friends and just the crazy, stupid mechanics and item balancing that just didn't exist. That was like one of the best ones. What's up, dog? I saw your message. Not much. I mean, I'm doing alright. You know, second week of work. Pretty nice. It's the first time I actually like going to work, I gotta say. But I know if I talk about my actuarial job, many of you guys don't even know what that is, but just for humor, I work for an insurance company. And I know, just working on training. You know, the typical jazz. Interested in FIFA. I've only played like FIFA 16 or one of those games like a friend's house at a party, but I don't own any of the FIFA titles. I don't think I own any soccer game actually. Like zero. I didn't even pick up Pro Evolution Soccer when that was a thing on or that never even got released on PlayStation Plus. That got replaced with Detroit Become Human, an actual video game. I haven't bought an EA Sports title since NHL 13. And I haven't bought a released one since NHL 12. That was the last EA Sports game I bought the year it came out. I eventually got like NHL 07 for the PSP just so I can have a sports game on me when I was a kid, but I haven't played Madden since like 2012. I only played FIFA at a friend's house. I know the game's economies are really busted right now. Especially FIFA. But then I bought F1 2018 and 19. I didn't buy them on release, but I bought them kind of close to when they came out. I just waited for them to go on sale for both of them. And then 2017 I got for Christmas. I'm not sure if I want to buy 2020 because, you know, it's more of the same and I don't even have time to fully play video games during my free time. But I thought about it, but it's more the same. I don't feel like going through a full career mode again. Hey, Game Loft. Nah. Was Doc in that race? I didn't see. I didn't notice. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I'm ashamed to say that when I was a kid, I loved that game. When I was a kid. Big asterisk on when I was a kid. Because I was like, Spyro on the PS2? The game looks great! But, you know, as a kid, I kind of ignored all the super game-breaking bugs and the terrible storyline. It's just super cheesy. Especially the intro cutscene. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out and then drink some holy water after you watch the first intro cutscene. But that game is bad. It went through development hell. It should have been better. But I ignore the problems completely when I was a child, and all those glitches. You can just skip to the final boss in the first 40 seconds. You can just run right up to it and head bash into it. But when I was young, And I was 5, 6, 7 years old. I loved that game. Now, I'm not saying I hate that game, but the game is not aged well. I'd rather play the first 3 Spyro games on the PS1 than anything else they released. And Reignited, of course. I loved Reignited Trilogy. But Enter the Dragonfly. As a kid, I liked it. I loved it, but nowadays, I'll just leave that where it was. We're driving our golden BMW M4 GTS. I don't really watch anime. I've seen some Initial D, and back when I was really young, I'd watch Pokemon and Sonic X. And especially Sonic X has not really aged well. A lot of the jokes they don't land anymore. And there are way too much people than the actual cast, if that makes sense. Like, when I was watching Sonic X, I wanted to see the Sonic cast, do their stuff. I didn't care about the human characters, and big enough. That's all we really got, was just a bunch of human character drama that I didn't care about. I think the main character's name was Chris. Just no. No. If you've watched that show, you know what I'm talking about, but just no. How did I end up in P6? You see that? You see my minimap and just seeing what I see on my screen? I don't see that many cars. What's going on? Like, I think I'm P3? But apparently there's 4 other cars in front of me. No, 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 no! Well, now I'm P6. That was weird. What happened there? I used to play the fighting game Dragon Ball Z Budo Tenkaichi 3 when I was like 10 on the Wii. Let's try to win, because that race was stupid. Oh god, 4 maxed H2s. Didn't they release a game called Jump Force last year, which flopped? That used a lot of the DBZ cast? I remember Marlon wanted to pick that up, but then he didn't. And then the game, like, flopped. There was an edit of, like, Kermit the Frog going Super Saiyan, which is really funny. So we're faster than the H2, but yet we don't handle as well. I'm gonna squeeze him. Oop. He went for the switchback. And that worked. Let's try again. Oh, we're going for the pass. Where's my perfect run? Well, it doesn't matter because we won the race. Let's go. Steve is here very late. I saw your edit. That was like the Alpha Max Nova ones. edits. It was funny. Really funny. We need to bring that back. I wish there's F1 races so we can make more edits. The real reason I watch F1 is so that I could see the Alpha Max Nova 1 edits on Reddit. That's the reason to live nowadays. So we have 2 fuels. So, just because that guy at the start of the stream really wanted to see it, I'll play stage 1 just to play it. I guess I haven't. But here you go, Centenario. So what games did I like as a kid, but I don't like now? Not including Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Let me look at my wall and see what I don't like now that I do like, that I did like as a kid. Hold on, I gotta pause for this. Probably something on the PS3 or PS2. See, a lot of the games I didn't like, I sold when I was like 10 years old. And obviously I kept my favorite ones, and a lot of these I've still aged pretty well. You know what? Ford Racing 2 and 3. Honestly. I love those games, especially my brother. He was a huge 4GT guy. When we were kids, we played that game all the time. But I got Ford Racing 3 on Steam a few years ago, and oh my god, that game is a hot pile of garbage. 2 is better, and to be fair, I haven't played 2 in like over 10 years, but they are so boring and repetitive. Ford vs. Chevy, similar boat, and that's also a licensed game. I think similar developers too. All those like licensed shovelware games. You know, my brother and I love to play those because, like, you know, they were our favorite cars. But they are super bland. As a racing game, they have failed. So there you go. That was stage 1. So if that guy's still watching, there you go. We played it. I think we need the CN to do career mode, and we still don't have the Genty, so we're out of fuel. Let's just do one more meme race for the stream. Although I feel like I started a little bit later, so let's just keep going. Let's try to win with the Cayman again. I didn't get a win in that. I did win with the M4. But yes, the licensed shovelware racing games, like Ford Racing, Ford vs. Chevy. To be fair, old school, Corvette. Just the game called Corvette. That is still pretty good. The soundtrack especially is really nice. Really nice. That game has aged well. I think Empire made it. We're an MP, so I can't like grab it right now, but I'll show you guys. We'll do a little bonus thing. This will be our last race, but I'll have a little talk with you guys to do some camera stuff. We'll be like one of those just chatting streamers on Twitch, except I'm not going to show my booty. See you, Rulu. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to grab water. Hydrate, boys. So we immediately dropped to last place, but I forgot this car's kind of sluggish. Oh my god, big lag. Lost a lot of time there. Or you should have dropped down, but that guy was right there, so we're gonna cut. Oh god, don't squeeze. Oh my god, he didn't squeeze me. Or go for a spin. Applause for him. Oh, I was... No! Down the inside. If I had the barrel, I would have gotten him for sure. Oh well. Crash and burn. I feel like that's familiar, but I don't know. Alright, so that's gonna be it from Asphalt, but we're gonna switch to camera. Alright. Ooh, look at that. So yeah. So someone had mentioned what my favorite car was. I'm gonna grab that. Ignore my mess behind me. So here's the first thing I'll show you guys. Here's my favorite car, my dream car, one of my favorite cars of all time. This is a Hot Wheels edition Ferrari F355 Berlinetta. It is beautiful. Manual transmission. This car is awesome. And I don't know how many of you guys like this car, but this is one of my favorite Ferraris ever. This is one of my favorite cars ever. I'm gonna put this back. So, you guys mentioned what was some games that I liked as a kid, but hate nowadays. Maybe not hate, but definitely haven't aged well. I'm just grabbing them right now. Oh, I regret that. I regret that entirely. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but here we go. I think that's it. I don't know if you guys heard any of that, but here we go. So, first thing someone had mentioned, I do still have my copy of Enter the Dragonfly, and it's her, and I still have this really messed up manual from when I was a kid. Amazingly, I didn't fully destroy it, but I do have this still. This box is in horrible condition to signify it's horrible game. And then here are the other two games I was talking about. Ford Racing 2 and 3 are really bland, even though I love these games as a kid. These have not particularly aged well. And there's Ford vs. Chevy. Hold up. Here's the other one I was talking about, was Ford vs. Chevy. Similar thing, it's in the name. These are just shovelware games that, they're just there just to make a quick buck and prey off people like me and my brother when we were kids and just do it. And here, I'm going to have two licensed games that do it right. So, in my opinion, these are the two best licensed games in the PS2 era. These ones. Ferrari F355 Challenge and Corvette. Especially this one. The soundtrack is amazing on this game. And this was originally a Sega Dreamcast game from 1999, but these games are awesome. And yeah, this one also is really neat. I think they have aged particularly well, and even though they are technically just brand shovelware. This was an arcade title, I'm pretty sure. Way back in the day. So this is just ported to consoles. But yeah, it's the 355 and it's there. But yeah, those are my favorite cars. Or not favorite cars. Those are some games I wanted to highlight that I still have and I didn't sell. But yeah, I have my entire PS2 collection right here. Let's see if I can do this without killing my whole setup, but that's my little game setup. I have a bunch of PS2, PS4, and then in the background those are PS3 games. And PS1. Yeah, you have all my PlayStation stuff right here. Including some of the old consoles. In fact, yeah, my PS1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are all there. So that's my gamer hut. But yeah, I still have all my old games. So yeah. No, we're using a PC. And also, I just realized my old flat screen TV from college is still in the corner. My room's a mess. So just ignore that totally. And yeah, there's just a random Nintendo 64 just on the ground, looking back at that. My Super NES is just sitting unplugged. My Switch is also there. But, yeah. Did I play Burnout Paradise? Of course. Both of them. The old ones and the remastered version are fantastic. I've only never played Burnout 1 and 2, but 3, Revenge, Dominator, Paradise, fantastic. Switch is back here. I'll show you guys my Switch. So this is the Switch that you guys got. I think Mario Kart's in here right now. Oh, I last played Asphalt 9 actually, so awkward. Here's my favorite part about the Switch. I got a custom sticker. Camera could focus. Yeah. Oh. My brother printed that for me, so this is my Switch. I got that, so we do have it. We have Smash Bros. And Mario Kart and stuff. And then PS3 games. PS3 games. What are the best ones there? Burnout Revenge. Screw it. We're dismantling my whole collection. These games, Revenge, Paradise, and 3, are fantastic. Those are the best, very best of the series. And Remastered is also really good. But yeah. Show Asphalt 9 progress, sure, I'll boot it up. Let me just put these, I'll just set this down, screw it. So here we go, let's just, oh, it's an update! You guys see that? There's an update? How long will it take? I can't really see that. Update complete. Oh, it's a system update. Alright, I haven't played it in a while. I wanted to do a Q&A at 50k subs. I was thinking of doing one at the end of the summer. We've actually gained a few subscribers since then. But, yeah. So let's go back into it. And boot in. So, you guys all know it. Also, you can see outside the reflection. Yeah, split screen MP is pretty much dead nowadays. I do have Shift too. I didn't really play it that much. I don't have a Wi-Fi connection right now. We're in offline mode. But now I do have a Wi-Fi connection, so let's try and reconnect. So let's try and reconnect online. Oh, I hope the audio doesn't pick up. It was playing copyrighted music. But here we go. It's taking a long time to boot in. Maybe the servers are down. Oh, there it is. So, Sheeran is actually back. I'm learning this for the first time. Yeah, Sheeran event, fully there. On the Switch. And it looks like it just started. And weird, it is in the old format, where you have to grind conditions and stuff like that. But it's fully there. You need the Lotus Elise Sprint for that one. Anyway, it's got the new format now. So I have 12 cars in this game. So here we go. Let's see if I could do this. So I have the big four. I have the Scat Pack, the SRT8, the Viper P1, and F12 from when they gave that away for free. The Asterion from Daily Tasks. Oh, not the Vantage. And then the GTR Nismo P1, and then Porsche 918, because why not? They released it in packs, so I just grabbed it at 1 star just because I thought that was kind of funny. And then I don't think I have any S-Class cars, no. I have some blueprints for the Senna and the Zenvo, but I don't have them unlocked. No, it's in the old school. They've updated it now, but it does have the old background, though. Look at that. You haven't seen that in forever. The non-white background. And I can claim some rewards for something. Oh yeah, the Encore for the Egoista. So here, this just ended. Looks like I got the Corvette import part, but I missed out on the Stripes decal. So oof. I liked that decal. But we got our import part. And looks like I haven't played anything. There's this Bugatti Chiron cup where you can just grind tokens. That's weird. This game is weird. So wait, what's in here now? How far up did they update? The Furai's not here, so they're missing everything from December onwards. The Jesco is in the game with a key. So Drive Syndicate is there. The key is also horribly misplaced, if you could see that. But Koenigsegg Jesco is there in its horror. So that's a scary thought. Anyway, I'm gonna put that back. And you know what I'm gonna boot up? Because here's my pink DS. Y'all know this. We remember this from Asphalt 2. Let's just boot it up because yep, there it is in all its glory. And look at that. You can't really see that, but old Game Loft logo. An intro movie! I was just talking about that. It has it. I want that voice to breathe on me. Listen to that soundtrack. Yeah. What a game this is. And, just going off of it. Look at these cars. The Audi TT. Lamborghini Diablo GTR. This game has some really good cars. It's far behind though. But yeah. And we all played Asphalt 2 on stream though, but this is my same peak DS. I still have it. It's still kind of shoddy. Let's see if there's any cars from Asphalt 9 on here. I found the TVR Sagaris. The Sagaris from Asphalt 8 is on here. In all its glory. Corvette C6. The old 4GT. They have the Shelby Cobra concept, which is pretty neat. No Audis, no Beetles. They do have a Gallardo, but it's the old one. Like the really old one. With the first gen. They do have a 350Z. But it's not the 370. Aston Martin DB9. DB9. Jaguar XKR, Lotus X Siege, Morgan. But yeah. I'm gonna boot that off. Old clamshell design. Who's dog picture? So, that is Killian, I'm pretty sure. You guys never met him because, sadly, I don't think he's with us anymore. When I was at my old house, he was our next door neighbor, and we'd chill with him all the time. But I moved into my house when I was 4 years old, so I do kind of remember him a little bit. My parents knew him a lot. And then that painting is Tundra, and then Eve and Timmy, which were my dogs when I was a little kid. Sadly, they passed away in 2010 and 11, but Tundra's still with us. That was when she was a puppy. And, yeah, that's a pretty nice painting. And then they're in like a knockoff Ferrari. We thought that was like a 360, a rehash 360, but it's a knockoff Ferrari. But I think it's pretty cute. And then, yeah. And then obviously there's my game boxes, little Ferrari sign, some like medals and stuff. I should move my E3 passes and stuff there. And then my PS3 games. So yeah, and my Pac-Man border. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but up there I get a nice Pac-Man border. But I don't know. We've been on camera for too long. Not enough asphalt, so. And it's also really bright, my face. So I don't know what's up with that. There we go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed today's stream. about earlier, just like, I want this community to be safe. I think I've said enough, but Max and Alex, you didn't have to donate. I don't know how to think accepting those donations, but regardless, you guys obviously stay safe. We still have the pandemic on us. Why is my face all like this? What is this auto balance crap that this is doing? My face is really bright. There we go. Oh, now it does that again. Stupid auto exposure. This is awkward, but anyway. Yeah, just stay safe. Be careful. If you want to, like, hear from America, if you want to make messages, feel free to do that. Stay safe, though. But yeah. You guys have yourselves a great weekend. I'll be back to play Asphalt, as always, next weekend, so thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.